And welcome to Ranger Stadium as we have an exciting girls soccer game set for you here on the final regular season home game of the year for the Rangers of Smithson Valley as they host the Antlers of Tivy High School out of Kerrville. 21-0, the Rangers record, 14-0 in district play. That's good enough for first place and a 2.5 game advantage over the second place team. We'll go through standings a little bit later. You just got through with the starting lineups, and we should be ready for kickoff here shortly as the two teams fare. Tivy comes into the game 7th in the district. As I mentioned, Smithson Valley first. Head coach Jason Atkins putting together another remarkable season for the Ranger girls. He now has 393 career wins, and that's an impressive number. Rangers still have one more game at Veterans Memorial after this one on Friday. That is scheduled. And then there'll be playoff time for the Rangers. Leading goal kicker for the Rangers is Addison Briscoe, 35 goals on the season. The next closest is Morgan Heinz at 19. There's a 13 from Izzy Sutherland and a 12 from Alondra Sanchez. Both teams getting final instructions right now as we're about to get underway. Should have some great camera work tonight with Bob and Jenna on the cameras as we're here at Ranger Stadium. Rangers in their black uniforms, shorts and socks. Tivy in the white top, shorts and socks for the visiting team. Their head coach is Krista Thorpe. Their record this season, 8-11 overall and 4-10 in district play. The two teams met a couple of weeks ago, and that was up in Kerrville where the Rangers won 10-0. It was a stretch in the middle of a stretch of 3 games where they won 10-0 3 times in a row against Wagner, Tivy, and Veterans Memorial. Lauren Cummings, their goalkeeper. And Brianna Lyons, the goalkeeper for the Rangers. She's just a freshman. There's the whistle. And the home team will get us underway. Moving left to right on your screen here in the first half, the Rangers. Pass up ahead. Taken away by the Antlers, but quickly back and forth it goes. Be a Ranger throw in from the near sideline. The Antlers take control in the front, but quickly lose it and get it right back. This is a early going, trying to feel each other out, see who's going to get an advantage. Like Castro came and took the ball away and now runs the field. Spots it ahead. The Rangers will have a free kick after the contact. Someone put the ball back through the field and no one stopped it. Heinz at about the 35. Pretty decent wind out of the south right now, between 15 and 25 miles an hour, as that one kind of died down with the wind. Here's a ball coming near sideline, and it'll go out of play near midfield on the goal kick. Newton tosses it, and it goes off a Ranger and out. That one intended for Briscoe. The Antlers throw it in, but then lose control, and as Briscoe tried to kick it ahead to chase it down, it gets kicked out of play, so the Rangers will have a throw in again. And again, this is Newton. No, Briscoe will toss it in. Gets it hit right back to herself. Now tries to center it to the box, and the Antlers kick it away. And then kick it down the field and out of play near the 40-yard line. So this is Newton's going to throw it from the near sideline. Good job by Heinz. Newton, and the other Newton, Hannah, that last time was Abigail the first time, and it is out of play on the far sideline and will belong to Kerrville Tivy. Again, the Rangers 21-0. They're ranked 6th in the state right now, as they'll send the ball back towards their keeper, Lyons, who will put it in play near the near sideline. A couple of passes deflected, now up ahead. We send one towards the near sideline, chased down by Sutherland. She'll try to center it across the goal, and Cummings comes out and gets the save, even though it's not really a save, she just tracks it down. Puts this one in play with her right foot. Bounces near midfield. Rangers try to pass it ahead. The runner by Sutherland again tries to center it, and nothing but defenders there, except for that's Briscoe comes up with it, then gets bumped, and a goal on net goes wide left. So it'll be another goal kick for Tivy. Again, the Rangers 6th in the state. Southlake Carroll 1st, Forney 2nd, Wakeland, Capel, Episcopal, and then the Rangers. Last year, remember, the 2025 Rangers made it all the way to the state semifinals before they lost to A&M Consolidated, who was the eventual state champion. Lost a 1-1 battle on goal kicks. That's Briscoe fighting now. Ball picked up, kicked out, and headed out, where Hannah Newton will throw it in near the 35-yard line. Little bump there. We'll give free kick to the Rangers right on the sideline of the football field at about the 28. Everybody gets lined up as Newton will get ready to attack. Right foot kicked with the wind, goes across the goal. Now someone tries to center it into Briscoe, but it's knocked away by a defender. Now a deflection puts the ball into the stands, as Tivy will throw it in from the near sideline. A header by Newton. Gets it out to the Rangers. That's Heckendorn. Good defensive play by Tivy there. Gets the ball away, but the Rangers track it down until Tivy tries to clear it, but our defense is waiting. And again, we send it back to Lyons, who brings it ahead on the far sideline. It'll be a toss in for Tivy. Gets one touch and then loses control. So again on the far sideline, we'll throw it ahead. We've got some. I think they're going to call offsides. Pretty sure that was Briscoe. Just a step, like a half a step past the defender when the ball was kicked. So a free kick for Tivy out near the 48-yard line where the sideline official placed it. She'll still kick it from the 42 because she didn't pay enough attention. Anyway, Tivy has it in the front court now, front field. The offensive side, ball's cleared wide, stays in play. Tivy then kicks it out near the 40 where the Rangers will throw it in. This is Briscoe with the toss near the 30-yard line. Gets it in, then a shove from behind of Heinz, and we'll have a free kick. Hannah Newton will about the 22-yard line. Everybody again lines up on the far hash. We'll kick it to the center of the bodies. A couple of headers, a foot, and I think it's a goal kick is the call. And that is indeed what it is. We've not yet played 9 minutes. Still no score. District 26 5A. Rangers still battling with the Antlers right near the goal box, and there's a kick on goal that goes too high and out of play. So another goal kick for Tivy. Won't be the goalkeeper this time. This one goes up the hash, taken away, knocked down by the Rangers, then controlled by Tivy. They'll kick ahead, not very good control. Now a block, and the Rangers on the move. 15-yard line, a nice cut back and forth. A drop ahead for a corner center, and there's a goal. There's a goal. Thinking that's Briscoe, but not sure. But at 30:09 of the first half, the Rangers go up 1-0. So Briscoe gets the goal. Just her 36th of the season. Goodness. In 21 games to have 22 games now, 36 goals. That's a goal and a half every game. When I see a note. So the goal was by 7, Newton. Pardon me. And for her 5th goal of the season. Ball comes out of play near sideline. That's Hannah Newton that threw it in. Ball comes up ahead, intended for Briscoe, who didn't get the goal. It was Newton. Now a header out again and another throw in for Tivy as they maneuver around the camera of Wick Productions. There's another header, a couple of headers, now a kick ahead out in the open field, tracked down by Tivy. Then a clearing kick. But Lyons will come up. This time she grabs it with her hands and she'll throw it in to the far sideline. The ball goes out of play and it'll be a Tivy throw-in. Try to see Probably somewhere around the 35-yard line where the throw is made. It goes off of a Ranger who then clears it up ahead, knocked down by Tivy. Now a chase to the ball around the middle part of the field. Ranger defense all over it. Tivy's trying to do their best to become a thorn in the Rangers' side. Nice pass ahead, knocked around or knocked down by Tivy and out of play. So a throw in for the Rangers on the far sideline. Comes in, a second offensive player sends it ahead. Someone's on the move towards the goal, and another one goes in the net. And the Rangers go up 2-0. That does look like Briscoe that time, who came with a nice pass on the numbers on the far sideline. And at 28-12, so in roughly 2 minutes, it's 2-0. Rangers haven't talked about Brianna Lyons, the freshman goalkeeper for the Rangers. She's had a remarkable season. I mean, remarkable. She's given up 7 goals all season in 21 games. Rangers push the ball on the numbers on the far sideline, then get it taken away. Kick ahead will end up out of play, I'm sure, on the near sideline as a couple players chase it. And like Briscoe threw it in to Hannah Newton, who then sees a defender. Looked like that was Gonzalez that knocked it out of play for Tivy. Now Newton over the top throw intended for Sanchez. Ball goes up, gets kicked back. Ranger defense will corral it. Lyons kicks it from the goal, kind of into the wind. Race to the ball near the center part. Tivy ends up with it. Now the Rangers send it back the other way. Ooh, that's an on pass or onside pass. We've got somebody on the loose, and into the corner it goes. So the third goal of the night comes at 26:43. Again, a little bit less than 2 minutes this time, as the Rangers go up 3-0. And the goal that time by Izzy Sutherland, her 14th goal of the year. So we're back as Tivy puts it in play. Gonzalez at midfield sends it across, knocked down by the Rangers. Rangers send a pass up ahead. There's a race to the ball, and ball is loose in front of the net, and Cummings comes up with it. Guessing that was Briscoe again, who was on the run with the ball. Cummings' kick will land out near midfield. Tivy tries to control it, but back with it is Newton. She sends a pass towards Briscoe that goes awry, and Tivy has control again. They'll try to send it across the field, but the Rangers are there. And we'll play back to the defense as we bring it from the far side to the near side. Newton on the sideline, sends it to the middle. Tivy defends and takes it away. Newton got a foot on it, but Tivy will chase it down. Lots of good activity out there as we kick it over the top. And that one will be deflected out of play. They're going to give it to the Rangers, who will throw it in from the near sideline. We've got somebody on the run in front of the net. Can't get a good foot on it. It'll go out of play, and that should be a corner kick for the Rangers. Ellie George near side playing some good defense. Talbot in the mid. Well, they're going to call it a goal kick. Looks like Evans puts a foot into it and gets knocked out of play right over their bench at the Tivy bench. They'll have a throw in on the far sideline. Throwing it ahead. Again, Briscoe on the move. Sends it over the bar. And that'll be another goal kick for the Antlers. 16 minutes gone in this first half. 3-0 Rangers. Newton, Briscoe, and Sutherland, the 3 goal kicks. And again, a goal kick. The right foot sends it out near the 40. Rangers turn it around, send it up towards the corner, and it'll go out of play and will be a throw in for Tivy. Be a Ranger throw in, and Newton again will do honors. Aims it for Briscoe, who gets shoved in the back, takes control, and then kicks it over the bar and misses for another goal. Keeper trying to hit it over the bar, keeps hitting. There she goes. It looks like Evans will come out for another goal kick. Again, out near the 40. Knocked down, picked up. Sutherland on the move. Sends it ahead to Newton, who tries to center it. And sends it basically over the goalpost. So that'll be another goal kick for the Antlers. Up the numbers. Knocked down by the Rangers. Briscoe heads it towards Sutherland. Newton comes in, but Tivy beats her to it. Now the defense up on the Tivy side of the field. Let someone get by. Defense all huddled around. A center kick that gets knocked down by George. Now Tivy has it again, and some contact there. George and ball loose. That's Newton, who sends it ahead for Briscoe. Sends it down and then loses control of it. It's out of play, and it'll be a Ranger throw in for near the goal line. We're almost halfway through the first half, and there's a kick. That looked like 5. Talbot. See if I can catch that number for sure, but it's 4-0 Rangers. 20:52 mark. Yeah, it was Talbot. Got enough of that one. So 4 different Rangers have scored here in the first almost 20 minutes of this contest. And almost 20 minutes in, we're up 4-0. Tivy puts it in play. Tries to control the ball a little bit. Hernandez sends it up ahead to Smithson. Now a pass ahead, and on the move is Ramirez. She tries to pass ahead. The defense and offense are both chasing it towards the goal, and that should be a goal kick. For the Rangers, yeah, goal kick for the Rangers. So Lions will line it up. And just puts it in play. Rangers will methodically bring it up. They send it wide to the near sideline. Then up. Good center ball by Sanchez. Gets deflected, now passed ahead. Good job by Hawkins to come up with it for Tivy. And we'll send it back. On the run is Sutherland. Kind of holds the ball. Centers it for Briscoe, who sends it back. Gets out of play, and we lose it out on the near sideline. It'll be a throw in for Tivy. Good work trying to make something different work offensively, trying to get some movement and different ball placement. They just kicked it out of play, so it'll be a throw in for the Rangers. That's Briscoe. Kick up by Heinz. And Tivy has it. George. Now Tivy sends it ahead. Ramirez runs, but the Rangers beat her to it. Ball up the far sideline. Won by the Rangers, but then an errant kick gets it back to Tivy, and they kick it out of play on the far sideline, where the Rangers will throw it in just past midfield. Briscoe comes on the move inside the 15, inside the 10, kicks on goal and scores. One of the most prolific scorers in the district, Addison Briscoe, gets her second goal of the night. This one comes with 18:22 left in the first half and makes it 5-0 Rangers. All Rangers here in the first half. As Tivy will put it in play again from midfield. And work it on the defensive side. The kick ahead offensively gets stolen, then stolen back. Rangers right there again, though, as the two teams play catch back and forth around midfield. Work by Gonzalez, but Rangers finally kick it out of play. Heinz knocks it out. Morgan Heinz, 19 goals to her credit this season. Briscoe again with 37 goals now in 22 games. As that one will go out. And I think that'll be a corner kick. And it looks like that's the case. Anyway, Briscoe had a goal in every district game but the one against New Braunfels recently. Here comes the corner kick. In front of the goal, the Rangers get a body to it and then kick it out. Somebody comes and gets it, and then a pass back goes out of play. That was Newton's pass, got taken out largely by the wind, which continues to whip through here. And a couple of subs now. Hannah Newton goes out, and in comes Tyler Botcher. Rangers move with the ball. Tivy trying to frustrate them, but not able to largely. There's a good center pass by Abigail Newton. She works the near sideline, chasing the Tivy player, and it'll be a Tivy throw-in near the 30-yard line. Comes in from Smithson, but Rangers come up with it. And that was a kick by the Rangers off of a Tivy player that headed toward the net. And if not for the quick work of Brianna Lyons, that would have been a goal for Tivy on a deflection. We can't get to the pass up the far sideline, and it'll be a Tivy throw-in. Tivy in front of the goal. And this one stopped by Lyons just outside the net. Like we knocked the Tivy player over, but the official said get up, both of them. Not real sure why, but kind of looked like contact by the Rangers. In any event, they'll put the ball in play with Lyons at the net. Here comes a pass up the near sideline. Wind takes it out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Tivy. Honeycutt will throw it in for them as more subs come in for the Rangers. It's Abigail Newton going out. See if we can catch the number of the newbie that came on the field. We tripped somebody there. That was on Sutherland. So it'll be a free kick for the Antlers. That looks like it's Evans again doing the chores. DeQuinneth sends it ahead. Rangers come up. Antlers try to center it again, and the defense is there. Send it up to Sutherland, who tries to send it opposite side, and it gets knocked down by the Antlers, but Rangers come up with it. Briscoe sends it, and it's knocked down by the Antlers. They cross midfield with the ball, and then lose control. We'll center it back to Lyons. Rangers lose it on the far sideline. Turns back. They've got a player down all of a sudden. So they'll have a throw-in as they have a sub. Throw in from the far sideline, just inside the 30. And they lose possession out of play. Two more subs for the Rangers. A lot of new players on the field for Smithson Valley. Tivy knocks down the throw-in. Rangers take it back. 11-11 left in the first half. As Lyons takes it, sends it to the far sideline. Up the sideline it comes. Knocked down by Kerrville. And the Rangers bring it back defensively and then center it up the field. Knocked down by Tivy. Taken away by the Rangers. Contact. They're going to give it to Tivy and said the illegal contact was on the Rangers. And they have a free kick at about the 31. Evans comes in, kicks it towards the net. It'll one-hop Lions. The freshman comes up with another save. Up the near sidelines, the Rangers bring it, center it towards the middle. Trying to be offensive, knocked down by Tivy. Now back and forth it goes. That looks like Nikolai, the sophomore. And it's sent ahead, but Tivy's the only one chasing, as it looks like it'll roll out of play down near the goal line, and that'll be a throw in for the Antlers as they've got another sub. Not a good throw in. Abigail Newton has it on the near sideline. That was Heckendorn who sent it way to the offensive side. Tivy gets a foot on it and tries to get it out. Smithson centers it, and the Rangers headed away from her. Good pass ahead by Newton. And she loses control, and it goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Rangers, who throw it in. Sutherland races for the corner and has a throw in and sends it in front of the net, but it gets kicked away by the Antlers, and the ball comes out near midfield after a couple of bounces. And we're under 10 minutes to go. Lyons sends it back far sideline. Centering pass comes up the numbers. And it goes out of play. Why are they throwing it in? They knocked it out, I thought. Now we're going to throw it in as we have more subs. Lots of subs in here. Closing minutes of the first half. Pass comes in, but it knocked out of play. So Tivy throws it in. They get a touch, then a turn and a spin, send it across the field. On the move is Smithson, but the Rangers take it away. We'll center it. Far sideline, up on the sideline. The pass ahead. Got a player in the center of the net, try to pass it to her, and we lose control, and we'll get it again about the 50. Brings it near side to Newton, sends it ahead. There's a trip in the box. That was Shantz, I think. This will be a kick in front of the goal. Rangers up 5-0. We're under 6.5 minutes to play. There's the whistle. And there's another goal. Haley Ellison, another one of the freshmen on this team, gets what I believe is her first goal of the season. She had 3 assists coming in, but that's her first goal. Haley Ellison. So 6-0. As we've got just about 6 minutes left in this first half. Rangers have scored 10 goals 4 times, but that seems to be their high on the year. Aubrey Castro throws it in, gets it back, centers it. A header tried by Tivy, not successful. Now, again, Castro centers it to the middle, and in the middle of the field, a lot of contact, but no whistle, as Cummings comes up with it for the Antlers and centers it down the middle of the field, near midfield, where the Rangers will have control. Goes out of play on the far sideline as we near the 5-minute mark, and that is a throw in by the Antlers. Centering kick, now pass ahead. Rangers defense comes up, try to change the side of the field. Newton centers it with a header. Looks like that's Ellison working again in the center of the field. And they'll award the ball to Tivy. Looks like Richards sends it ahead. Tivy has control with DeQuina. Now it's centered and the Rangers are all over it. Lyons comes up. Go under 4 minutes left in the first half. The wind knocks that one down. And another free kick for the Antlers as the Rangers with too much contact, I'm guessing. Walker Richards from the 44. Knocked down at the 15. Loose. Rangers kick it out. What comes up with it is Honeycutt. Then stolen away. Good work by the Rangers as they sent it ahead. That was Castro who was trying to stay on side, even there was a defender ahead of her that she didn't see. Come up with a couple of stops. Now on the run, Smithson stopped by the Rangers. Centering pass, there's someone who had a shot but can't get to the ball. So it could have been a shot on goal, but the Rangers defense comes up with it. Keep it wide on the far sideline. Deflection, and now we've got it again. Send it to the middle of the field to Castro, who wins the race to the ball. Or is that Ellison? I think that's, yeah, that's Ellison. She'll pass it in towards Castro as the ball cours toward the corner and it goes out. And that'll be a goal kick, my guess, for the Tivy Antlers. Under 2 minutes to play before the goal kick comes from Cummings, their keeper. Low line drive deflected. The Rangers come up with it, center it. Castro looking. And the deep back for the Rangers is Vesti, another of the freshmen. Pass over the top, looking for the middle. Might have been a handball by the Rangers that time on a ball that just came up to the middle of the body and hit the lower arm. So a free kick for the Antlers as we go under a minute to play here in the first half. This one a long wind-aided kick knocked down by Lyons inside the end zone. She'll walk it up and send it on the ground. Rangers defense will bring it up. Centering pass knocked away by Tivy. Rangers get it back and it goes out of play. Look to me that's off Tivy, so that should be our throw in, and it is. 30 seconds to go in this first half. All Rangers 6-0 on 6 goals by 5 different players. We'll throw it in again as we go under 15 seconds to go. No one's really moving very quickly right now as the half comes to an end. Rangers will try to sneak one more in as they kick it out of play as we go under time, and that's the end of the first half. It's 6-0 Rangers. Newton, Briscoe, Sutherland, Talbot, Briscoe, and Ellison with the goals. Again, Brianna Lyons has a first half shutout. Has only one real try even gave her any trouble. So at the half, Rangers up 6-0 on the Rangers Network.
I was in the science club, and I was a member of the first golf team at Canyon High School. I still remember Miss Goen, who taught me Spanish, and I'm still using what she taught me today, or Mr. Burr or Mr. Miller that taught me shop and auto mechanics. It set a foundation that has led me to create a very successful family insurance business and serve over 28 years in public office, both locally and at the state level. Cougar spirit still lives in me, and when I went to Canyon High School, we were the only high school in the district. And now look at it. It's one of the largest, most prolific districts in the Central Texas area, both athletically and scholastically. And so I'm very proud of that.
The Smithson Valley athletes appreciate Christopher Ashley Pools. Thank you for all of your support. They are a big part of our community and have their very own Ranger athletes. Our Smithson Valley athletes appreciate the branch for all of their continued support. They keep our hungry athletes fed and contribute towards scholarships and overall athletic needs year after year. The Rangers appreciate you. Lynx Roofing is on their second year supporting our Rangers. They are full throttle in all they do. We are so thankful for their support and being a strong force in our community. If you need a new roof, make sure you call Lynx Roofing. Let's Get Pickled and Shop is our neighborhood spirit wear and more place to be. They are a Ranger family, strong supporters, and create any magic you need. thanks for all you do for our Rangers and keeping us looking Rangerific.
Every shoe they've ever worn has been black. That little voice they hear inside their heads is Coach Larry Hill. When asked their favorite color, they all agree it's always navy. They all believe that the baseball team, a certain law enforcement group, and the 4x4 side-by-side were all named after them. The only thing on their Christmas list is Whataburger gift cards. Each of them has officially changed their middle name to Smithson. When choosing their jersey number, they all answered anything but the number 1. They are the most Rangers in the world.
Stay Navy, my friend.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by GVTC, Jeremy Fuller State Farm, Lynx Roofing, The Branch, Christopher Ashley Pools, Let's Get Pickled and Shop, ALE Custom T-Shirt Printing, Fuller Construction, and Wick Productions.
From Blanco to Bulverde, Bernie to New Braunfels, GVTC Local Lens is your connection to Hill Country happenings. 24 hours a day, tune into GVTC Channel 16 for local high school sports, community events, and original programming. Brought to you with the power of GVTC. Tune in now for a unique view of your community through the GVTC Local Lens.
United Rentals understands that your routine is never routine. That's why we stand in the same dirt, ready to help you work with unmatched equipment and expertise that turn worries into wins. So as the weather shifts, plans change, and project complexity increases, we stand united with you. United Rentals. Work united.
The best part of teaching is knowing that each day I have the opportunity to create a positive learning environment which supports their academic growth but also supports their personal growth. And I love being part of a district that focuses so much on student success.
You have support, you get to talk to the people that work with you above and around you, and they support the program, they support the kids. So you're not pushing and pulling in different directions. Everybody has a common goal, and that is to provide our kids with the best opportunities that we can. And that is truly a blessing and true to Comal ISD and what we get here.
I am completely brand new to Comal. I am not from the area, so coming in, it has been very welcoming, very warm. I always feel supported. If I need any sort of help, I always know who to ask, and if I don't know who to ask, I can ask somebody and then they'll point me in the right direction, and it is absolutely amazing.
To see myself finding something that I love and being passionate about my job, there's nothing like I love more, honestly. Like it's gonna start making me tear up. Like that's really what I do it for, because I was somebody who just struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled, and it wasn't until I was in 10th grade that I had a teacher that finally believed in me. So I just wanted to find a way to look out for and to give those people that were kind of like me when I was younger an opportunity to be successful.
The structure and the disciplines that are in place, it's a great place to work, not only as a teacher but a coach as well. The family atmosphere, love for one another, from the ladies in the lunchroom or driving a bus. I remember my bus driver, Miss Z, from when I was a little kid, bus 861, so everybody has an impact.
While I was a student at Texas A&M University, I had the opportunity to do my student teaching here in Comal. I was able to witness firsthand the support that teachers receive and how different this district was than any district I had been in before. And I knew from the first days in Comal that I would want to be here and that I would be valued as a teacher and as an educator and a person.
You belong here.
You belong here.
You belong here.
I want to pursue pipeline welding. I want to go into the pipeline industry. I want to go to trade school, and then after trade, eventually start my own pipelining company. So it actually prepares us a lot for when we get older. It helps us think about what we want to get into when we get older.
So here in Comal ISD, the opportunities for these students, it's amazing. programs that they are passionate about, things where they can be up and doing and working with their hands. And Comal ISD supports us. They have our back 100% of the time. If we need something in the shop for these kids to be successful, they don't blink an eye, and they make sure we have what we need and that the students have what they need to be successful.
CT programs are really just helpful because they allowed me to figure out what I wanted to do, and it's just been really nice being able to test different things out and be able to see what I want to do in the future.
Today I was just playing a game with my buddy, and it just helps me get to know her and just spend some one-on-one time with her. And it helps prepare me for the future because I want to do something with kids, so either like being a pediatric doctor, so that just gets me involved with kids and really helps me like give back to my community.
I really didn't have much of an idea of where I wanted to go, but with construction it really shows you a lot of different branches that you can take and a lot of different pathways you can take in life, and it really helped me put together an idea of what I want to do when I grow up. I feel like everyone should use the opportunity that they have at school and use that to launch themselves even further in the future.
We've all heard it. Work with a local contractor. Ever wonder why it matters? First, things don't always go according to plan. A local contractor has a local office where you can speak with the people in this community. Second, we support the athletic programs where your kids play ball. So when we say reputation matters, it actually hits home for us. And third, our warranties mean something because we're actually here to honor them, not in some different state with a 1-800 number for you to call. Local means something when it counts. And Hill Country can count on Lynx Roofing to be here when it matters most.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
I was in the science club, and I was a member of the first golf team at Canyon High School. I still remember.
The throw in from East. Now a free kick, and this will be Sutherland. Nice high kick. Will one hop the goal and be caught by Cummings. Another shot on goal she had to stop. Now the kick. I think this is more into the wind. Coming, Rangers are going right to left this half. And I think the wind is blowing from right to left. All the flags in the football stadium are down except for the ones in the end zone. And they're all pointing in a different direction right now. Yeah, but they all look like they're going right to left, as there'll be another ball kick or free kick for the Antlers out near the 20 on the far sideline. Stopped at about midfield, controlled by Tivy, stolen by the Rangers. Tivy steals it back. Rangers moving it up the field. Loss of control. Now Tivy comes back. Good work by East. A sophomore sends it up ahead. Goalkeeper comes out before we can get someone to it. I think that's still Briscoe out there on the chase. Cummings high kick. Gets out near the 45 before the Rangers get a foot on it. Then we'll send it ahead. Turn and spin from Sutherland. Now Tivy takes it away, sends it ahead, knocked down. Sutherland aims for Briscoe. She gets tripped. They tell her to get up. Tivy brings it back over the top into the defense. Rangers lose it. Bottier fights and gets a deflection. The Rangers send it across field, but the Antlers send someone on the run. Now on the loose, Rangers knock it away. Now she's loose in front of the goal, and they get a goal. Kind of a misplayed ball that their offensive player took aim at, and they make this not a shutout. So looks like that's Abigail Smithson, number 10, with the goal for Tivy. Shot goes off the top bar, and then we kick it all the way over the bar. Goodness, another scoring opportunity thwarted by that pesky bar at the top of the goal. 4 minutes into the second half, Tivy has their first goal, and it's 6-1 Rangers. The goal kick knocked down by their own players. Rangers run it down, center it, now send a kick towards goal and into the back of the goal. There's a Ranger goal from about 25, 30, 33 yards out. That's Braseda East. Her 9th goal of the year. The sophomore has a couple of assists and now 9 goals. Ball out of play on the near sideline. They'll throw it in, knocked away. That was Emma Perez who got a head on it. Now our defense lost control of it momentarily. George's kick went off of a Tivy player. She tracks it back down, fighting on the sideline for it, and kicks it off. And they're going to give it to Tivy. Their throw-in is not a good one, though, and the Rangers kick it back up near midfield. I think George comes up with it on the far sideline. She needs to center it back this way. And we'll get a throw-in, or a free kick from near the sideline. So the Rangers up 7-1 now, 7-1. After the lone Tivy goal ruined the shutout. Bottier sends it up ahead. Knocked down by Tivy, kicked out. Near the 40, there's a race to it. Perez kicks it once, kicks it twice. Briscoe works, and then defense gets the better of her as the ball goes off the end line. 21-0, Rangers trying to go 15-0 in district play as they're in first place. Piper in second at 11-2-2, and the New Braunfels third at 8-3-2. So still a distance with only 2 games left in the season. There's really, Rangers have this one locked out, especially knowing this one's probably a win with 32 plus minutes left. Up 7-1. Throw it for Briscoe, goes off her back. And then they kick it out, so we'll throw it in again. This is East. Looks for Briscoe, who tries to get control, gives it back to East, and then they'll send it. Tivy will kick it out of play again. Briscoe sends it in. Be a throw in for Tivy as Briscoe headed it out. Their throw in is controlled by Perez. Now East. Ball goes out off of the Rangers. Their throw in not a productive one. As East works up the sideline into the end zone, needs to center it, does, and it goes off of a Tivy player. Or is that just a wild kick? I thought it went off the Tivy player, but it'll be a goal kick for Tivy as it was just a wild kick. These two teams played several weeks ago. 10-0 Rangers won that one up in Kerrville. They lead this one 7-1 as Tivy got a goal about 5 minutes ago in game action. Tivy controls it, now tries to turn. Gilbreth now cross field, and the Rangers get a foot on it. And we converge. Briscoe gets shoved in the back. Goodness. All part of the game, but it'll be a free kick for the Rangers at about the 43. Towards the goal, and Cummings comes up with it. Good stop that time by the junior goalkeeper for Tivy. Her kick out is knocked down by the Rangers, knocked back by Tivy. Rangers have it again. Back to the defense on the Tivy side. Kick towards the goal, headed out. Now a race to the ball. Tivy gets control at about their own 30. Now the pass ahead, looking for, that was Gilbreth again. The throw in by Gonzalez. After a couple of back and forth, now the Rangers have it. Send it to the near sideline, and she can't stop and get control. Can Sutherland. Tivy with a sub. Now we've got basically, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 subs to come on for the Rangers. So in essence, everybody who's on the field comes off, and almost everybody who was off the field comes on. So a bunch of new Rangers onto the field. And the throw in on the near sideline Looks like it's going to be from Peyton Cox. Or is that an 8? I think that's actually Heckendorn. Ball up ahead, runs out of room, does Castro. So they'll have another goal kick. Lana Lacier is in. Goal kick will come from Cummings. Rangers take it away. Now try to keep control. Send it to the defender, who sends it up the sideline, knocked down by Tivy. A contest, Tivy wins. They'll center it, and we'll bring it back to the defense. They're chasing. Get a stop. Now we'll kick it forward. Loose. Contact again. Free kick for Tivy from our official. 27 minutes to go in this one. 7-0 Rangers. 6th ranked team in the state. Will move to 22-0 on the season, 15-0 in district play as they continue their march for the playoffs. The number 1 team in District 26 5A. Rangers have it on the far sideline. Tivy takes it away. Brings it to the middle of the field, centers it for Gilbreth, and it looks like it'll go clear across the field and out of play and belong for a Ranger throw-in. Lacier will throw it in over the top of her teammate, now controlled by another teammate, and up the field the Rangers go. They'll bring it back as we get control. Ball knocked on a pass. Taken back. Luza. And a kick out of play by Tivy. So Rangers with the throw-in. It'll be Ranger ball for another throw-in, this one near the 25. We get it in clean, back to the thrower. Now up ahead and off the end line, so it'll be another goal kick for Tivy. The Antlers will fall to 8-12 overall and 4-11 in district play. In 7th place in the 9-team district. Wagner and Veterans Memorial below them. The goal kick comes out, a low line drive, knocked down. Tivy again brings it up the near sideline. They'll have a free kick back near the 30. Evans with a good kick. Rangers fighting for it near the 40. On the move is Tivy. We send it ahead. Not sure why, but they're going to get another free kick out near the 30-yard line. This one will come from Walker Richards. No, it'll come from Evans. Towards the goal. Lyons watches it sail wide right. And she'll have another goal kick. because of the ability to have team control, we do fewer goal kicks up the field and more controlling. All this one was a little bit wide. Rangers come up with it anyway. Antlers try to steal it back. Middle of the field. I think that's Castro. Turns and spins. Sends it wide. Tivy runs it down and controls it near midfield. We knock down the pass. Now we're on the run. We got a 3-on-4 or 4-on-4 now. They deflect a pass, control, and they kick it out of play on the far sideline. So we'll throw it in from near the goal line. In front of the goal it goes, and the goalkeeper comes out and gets control. Had a chance, but the goalkeeper was alert, took the chance away. Knocked down the long kick, control it, send it back, and we can't control it, so Tivy has it running up past the 40, now past the 50, but we run it down. Heckendorn turns and sends it. Now fights for it again, but Tivy comes up with it. Sends it toward the middle of the field where the Ranger defense is. We send it wide and send it out of play near midfield on the far sideline. So they'll have a throw in as we near the 21-minute mark of the game. Second half really tied at 1-1 after a 6-0 first half for the Rangers. They got a goal about, well, less than 4 minutes into the second half. They scored. And we center it for Lyons, who comes up and kicks it up the field. Now we'll give it. Castro centers it. We're on the run. Back to Castro. She gets bumped down. That should be a free kick, and that's a yellow card. It's a yellow card against the defender for Tivy. And the Rangers will have a free kick right near the 20-yard line or so, 21-yard line maybe. Looks like it's Heckendorn that will put a foot to it. They bring in a sub for the penalized player. The freshman Grayson Heckendorn sends it up in the air towards the goal. Cummings kicks it out. The defense helps her. Then the Rangers get control and then lose control, but we'll have it inside the 40 with our defense. They'll knock it out, and we'll have a throw in about the 25. They kick it. Now they hit it out, so we'll have it at about the 10 to throw in. Ball centered, then evacuated by Tivy. We run it down about the 30. On the move, nice pass right. A kick towards the goal is too high. So another kick on goal as we go under 20 minutes to play. Rangers lead it 7-1 here at Ranger Stadium in the final regular season home game of the year. Chances to have playoff games here still happen. Mentioned it earlier. I need to tell you this will be another win for head coach Jason Atkins. 393, 111, and 55 his record. This will be win number 394. As you figure one more regular season game and then playoffs, he could get to 400 wins. And here's a corner kick for the Rangers. Left-footed kick aims to the end zone. We've got a header and then a kick that goes wide. A header try that didn't make contact, and then a kick that went wide to the left. And Lauren Cummings will come up with a goal kick here for Tivy under 18 and a half minutes to go. Here it is. They touch it first and second. Rangers get a kick. Now we've taken it away. Can we keep control? No. Tivy, their defense playing better in the second half against much of our second string. Now they'll kick it out again, this time near the 15. Header toward the middle. We got someone on the run, and the defense does a good job of getting in our way and then brings it wide. We'll knock it down. Heckendorn tries to get rid of it, but she's small, just smothered, and they get out with it. But they'll send it across, and we'll get a hold of that one. Back to Heckendorn. Makes a nice move inside. Kicks it in advance. Now left-footed kick off the goalkeeper's hands, comes out wide, and Tivy has it on the far sideline. They'll keep it and play, and we'll stop it at the 50-yard line, and we kicked it out of play. Actually, it's a free kick there, saying at the 40 of Tivy. Nice knockdown by the Rangers. Can't control it. We kick it out, and that's where Tivy has players, and it'll go out of play, and they'll have a throw-in. Their throw-in goes off their player and out of play, and we'll throw it in. Far sideline near the 40. We advance it. They kick it out. We control it out near midfield now with our defense. Far sideline, they're smothering. They're trying to play more active than they did in the first half, and we've got a handful of more subs. So a mixture of subs and starters on the field for the Rangers, playing in 10 minutes or so spurts, as we'll have a throw-in as our final starter or final player on the field makes her way off the field. Throw-in controlled by Tivy. They'll kick it ahead for our defense to knock it down. Good job by Perez getting it back to the opposite side. Sends it ahead. Taken away by Tivy, but the ball's still in the end zone, and they kick it wide, and we'll have a throw-in in the end zone. We do quickly get it. Kick towards the goal, in front of the goal. Now a race to the corner, but did we get it in time? I think that's a goal kick. Yeah, I don't think we got to it on the end line in time, and that'll be a goal kick for Tivy. Under 15 minutes to play. The Rangers to move to 22-0 and continue their stronghold on the 6th-ranked position in the state of Texas. Again, last year advancing to the state semifinals, where they lost to A&M Consolidated, the eventual state champion. Tivy sends it across midfield. The Rangers get ahead on it, then track it down, then kick it back. We've got someone on the loose. Can we get to it before it hits the end line? And we can't. We got a foot on it, but couldn't turn it all the way around. So they bring some subs in from the sideline. Again, great camera work tonight from Jenna and Bob. Jenna on the sidelines, Bob up high to give you all these wonderful shots of this Smithson Valley soccer win tonight here at Ranger Stadium. 7-1 with 13:20 left in the game. Rangers have the ball on the offensive side. There's a kick towards goal, but it's just wide left. Not by more than a yard or two. A good try on goal, but not good. And they'll have another goal kick. Comes out near sideline, knocked down with a header. Now good footwork and a pass ahead. Now they'll try to reverse field. Defense is there, gets a deflection, but then they take control, middle of the field. Got a 3-on-5 and we take it away. Send it wide and out of play. Middle of the field. Teams exchanging kicks back and forth. Tivy with control on the near sideline. Hattie Gilbreth lost control. And a throw in from the sideline by Botcher. And it'll go for another goal kick for Tivy. Now this varsity game was played at 5 tonight because of impending weather, because of some serious rains coming in earlier in the week. Coach Atkins wasn't sure when that storm would get here, and just to be sure, he wanted to get the varsity game in at 5:30, and then the JV game will follow at 7:15. That's why we're on the air early tonight, as we have about 10 minutes to go, so they won't start at 7:15. I'll tell you that now, because this game won't end until nearly 7:15. Another throw in for Tivy. Deflected by some Rangers. This is Perez fighting for it. They're going to give it to us reluctantly. Not real sure why the reluctance, but East throws it in. Botcher sends it ahead. Be our throw in about the 20. Briscoe fights for space. Gets it in the end zone. And it'll be another goal kick for Tivy. They pay a lot of attention to senior Addison Briscoe, one of 4 seniors on this Smithson Valley team that's academic all-state. Briscoe, Heinz, Perez, and LeSueur, all academic all-state this season. There's a centering pass headed in front of the net. It goes, and then a kick, and finally cleared by Tivy. Ball still in the end zone. That was Newton who knocked a defender down. She got in my way, she said. I'm going for the ball, and she ran into me, so I had to knock her out of the way. Yeah, that's a made-up conversation by me as we go under 9 minutes to go in the game. Another clearing goal kick. Tivy can't control it very far as they kick it out of play just this side of midfield. So, guessing playoffs for soccer start next week as the final regular season game is at Veterans Memorial on Friday. So as playoffs start, man, that pass up ahead to Briscoe just out of her reach. As playoffs start, look for news on the Rangers and where they'll play their first couple. Again, the best teams in the state right now seem to be at South Lake Carroll and Forney and Wakeland and Capel, and then Episcopal. Lake Ridge is 7th. South Lake Carroll 21-0-1, Wakeland 19-0, and the Rangers 21-0, the undefeated teams in the top 7. Another goal kick comes out as the Rangers continue to knock on the door, but they can't score that 8th goal. Briscoe tries to work some magic but can't get past a couple of defenders, and now the kick ahead by Botcher goes out of play. So it'll be a throw in for Tivy out near, I don't know, the 20-25 yard line. Pass ahead for Gonzalez is taken away by the Rangers. Briscoe works against, now centers it, kicked out by Tivy. Centered, Perez works, has a step, kicks it towards the goal, knocked down by Cummings, loose, but she tracks it down and gets another save. Kicks it out as we go under 7 minutes to play. Throw in by the Rangers near midfield. It's headed towards the end line. Briscoe chasing it down. Can she get there? No. She's got speed, and she's tried a couple of times to chase those down. Just hadn't had any luck with the wind behind it. Those balls are rolling quickly. Addison Briscoe, the senior forward, with 2 more goals tonight to give her 37 on the season. Good work by East. Gives it to Briscoe, turns and spins and passes it. And a runner kicked out by this goalkeeper, Cummings. Nice job on the save. Rangers track it down on the far sideline. Have it with a corner or a kick, and Cummings comes out and saves it. I think that was Briscoe trying to head it in from right in front of the net, but Cummings came up with it first and kicks it out as we go under 5.5 minutes to play. 7-1 Rangers. Our last goal came, well, the last goal in the game came at the 35-minute mark. So we haven't had a goal in over 30 minutes. Briscoe chases this one down, but can't keep it in play. And it'll be, that should be a goal kick for them. As we're bringing in everybody off the bench again, about every 10 minutes we bring the bench in for the players on the field. And Briscoe will go out for the final time in her final regular season home game for the Rangers, as will a lot of 5 seniors on this team of the Rangers. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 freshmen who contribute to this unit on the field. Rangers continue to work as we near the 4-minute mark. We'll save it in from going out of play. And Tivy comes up with it. Centering pass kicked by Tivy to the center of the field. DeQuina fights for it, and the Rangers come up with it. Little dribbled towards the center, then Tivy kicks it out. We've got help in the back lane. Lucier sends it ahead. Tivy runs it down as we go under 4 to play. And they'll kick it out of play on the near sideline, so a throw in for the Rangers near the 20-yard line. So still in play offensively. They've got all their defenders down there. Ball loose in front of the net, but they're closer to it and they kick it out. We'll track it down at the 30 and send it back. Defense takes it away. Now we take it away. Over the top, looking for someone on the run. And a centering kick can't get to anybody, too high. And Tivy will control it near the near sideline and kick it out of play. They're just tired and want us to chase the ball down. Looked like Mendez to throw it in for the Rangers. Tivy sends it wide. Near sideline throw in near the goal line. Rangers throw it in up above the head of the closest player to the net. Now we get it back. Center it out. Lucier keeps control. Sends it wide. That looked like Vesti. Now a centering pass. Good pass into the mix. They get it out, and we commit a foul, and they'll have a free kick as we go near the 2-minute mark. Here in the game, 7-1 Rangers. Again, they'll advance to 22-0 and 15-0 in district play. Yeah, Antlers will fall to 8-11 and 4-11. 8-12 and 4-11, pardon me. Mendez sends it wide. Castro has a kick at it. Gives it back, and they're going to call Castro for holding, it looked like, for pinning the player, which is something done all the time in soccer, and I don't understand why that's a free kick. I guess you could say the Rangers are a very physical soccer team, but I see physical play on both sides. We beat the player to the ball that time. Up the far sideline. Kick knocked down. We'll kick it again. And they get a piece of it. Rangers control, get knocked down. Get knocked down again. Finally we get a whistle as we're under a minute to play. But it's been all Rangers. Tivy did get a goal early in the second half to keep this from being another shutout for Brianna Lions. But 7-1, unless we get a goal right here on a kick towards goal, tipped out by Cummings on another save by the junior goalkeeper. She's been pretty solid here after an early flurry of goals by the Rangers. Here's a ball loose. Defense needs to get it out of play. Now we'll give it towards Lions, and she'll send it up the field. And as the clock goes to 0, Rangers will win this one at home. There's the siren. 7-1. Rangers come away with the win. And again, improve to 22-0 and 15-0 in district play, as they're the 6th ranked team in the state. So keep an eye on them as we get ready for playoffs next week. For Bob and Jenna on cameras and everyone with WIC Productions, this is Tony Brubaker saying good night and God bless. Talk to you soon again on the Ranger Network.